Feeding really accurately is a very important part of fishing. In fact, it's crucial if you want to catch lots of fish. Now this kit here, you can choose from a marker float, catapult, or something called a spod, will make sure that you get accurate feed every time and your catch rate will soar. In all the kits as well, you also get the handy little book of fishing from Mate's, which is loaded with tips. But first, let me talk you through how to use these components. Now the idea behind this is it's very streamlined. It's even got these little flutes here to help it to fly better. And you load it up with bait, tie it on your line, cast it out, and it flips upside down and deposits all the bait into your swim. Very, very simple. Let me show you how it works. Now attaching the spod to your line is quite simple. You just tie it on to the swivel at the end, or like I've done, so you can change very quickly. Tie a swivel and a clip on, and then clip it in place. Now, the other thing to remember when using one of these is, as you can imagine, when it's loaded up, and you can put anything in it, pellets, maggots, all sorts of different things. When it's loaded up, it weighs quite a lot. So again, a bit like your marker rod, it's going to be a fairly stout piece of kit. Strong reel, strong rod, heavy line, at least 12 pounds. And then we just cast it out. But I'm going to show you another little trick to make sure you're really accurate with your feeding. So let's fill my spod up. I've got a mixture of pellets here. I said it could be any kind of bait that you choose, but there we go. Nicely loaded up with lots of different styles of pellets that would be great for all manner of fish that are going to be grubbing on the bottom. Now once you get used to spod fishing, you can be able to cast very, very accurately. But when you're new to it, well, if you're not careful, every cast is different, so you'll be placing bait all over the place, and that's not always the best thing. Often you want accurate feeding. Now the way to get around that is to do something called clipping up. Now, let me go through what clipping up is all about. First of all, you take the spod before it's got any feed in it. Now, do you remember the marker float? Well, if you've bought a couple of items in the set, you'll have your marker float in the swim. It'll be telling you how deep it is and also marking the precise spot you want to fish. So the first thing you do is to try and cast the empty spod right next to the float. Here we go. Now that is not a bad effort. It's very close. Next thing I do, you'll find on a lot of reels a little line clip, and you can put your line, once you've cast out, behind that clip. It's just like a brake. So when you cast to your full distance, the line will hit the clip and it will make the spod fall right next to the float. Let's work through it now. So I've got it clipped up. Now I would load the spod. Let's see whether I can cast accurately to the float. Remember, I'm using the line clip as a brake. Watch this. Within a foot. Absolutely perfect.